in the heart of a kingdom called Aralith, surrounded by mountains that kissed the clouds and rivers that shimmered with starlight, there lived a young princess named Bella. Unlike most royals, Bella found her joy not in banquets or ball gowns, but in nature, climbing trees, watching birds, and exploring every hidden path in the castle gardens. Her heart beat in rhythm with the wind through the leaves and the songs of the stream. The people of Aralith loved her dearly, for she was gentle, curious, and brave. Beyond the castle walls lay a vast and mysterious place, known only as the Enchanted Forest. No one dared enter. The trees were said to move when no one watched. The fog never lifted. It was filled with strange lights and distant echoes. Many legends were told of creatures who lived within, talking owls, mischievous foxes, ancient spirits, and trees that remembered the past. Some believed it was cursed. Others thought it was alive. But Bella had always believed the forest wasn't dangerous. It was misunderstood. One quiet evening, just as the sun was slipping behind the mountains and painting the sky in gold and lavender, Bella sat beneath the old willow near the castle gate. A tiny silver bird landed beside her. Its eyes sparkled like moonlight, and in its beak, it carried a single leaf. Unlike any she had seen, it glowed softly, etched with a symbol, a tree wrapped in a ring of stars. The bird dropped it at her feet, chirped a musical note, then flew off, straight toward the enchanted forest. Bella picked up the leaf and felt a strange warmth run through her fingers. The symbol shimmered. Something deep inside her stirred. A message. A call. She didn't know, but she felt it. The forest wanted her to come. That night, with the moon high and the stars wide awake, Bella crept out of the castle, her cloak wrapped tightly around her. She took only what she needed: a lantern, a small pouch of food, her wooden flute, and a crystal charm from her mother. Her best friend, a clever young squirrel named Nib, rode on her shoulder, his tail curled around her neck. As they crossed the meadow and stepped beneath the ancient arch of trees, the air changed. It was thicker, scented with wildflowers and rain. Sounds came from everywhere: twigs snapping, water dripping, wings fluttering. But they weren't frightening, they were curious, as if the forest was whispering hello. Deeper and deeper they walked, past glowing mushrooms and trees with silver bark. The path twisted and turned, but never felt lost. It was as though the forest was guiding her. Every so often, the silver bird reappeared, always just ahead, leading the way. Suddenly, a fog swept in. Thick and white, it swallowed the trees. Bella held up her lantern, but the light barely reached an arm's length. Nib tensed on her shoulder. From the mist, a voice echoed, soft and strange. "Who comes through the veil?" "I am Princess Bella of Aralith," she called. I was summoned by the leaf. The mist swirled. Slowly, a figure appeared. It was a deer, but unlike any deer Bella had seen. It stood tall, with antlers like branches, and eyes like wells of time. "You carry the mark of the grove," the deer said. "The forest has chosen you." "Chosen me for what?" Bella asked, heart pounding. "The forest is fading," the deer replied. "Its magic is dimming. Long ago, it was in balance with the kingdom. But now the people have forgotten. Trees have been cut, rivers blocked, creatures driven away. The enchanted forest has hidden itself to survive, but it cannot hold on much longer. You have been called to restore the bond." Bella stepped forward. "What must I do?" "You must awaken the 3 guardians, ancient protectors of the forest. Only with their blessings can the heart of the forest be restored." "I'll do it," Bella said without hesitation. The deer bowed. "Then let the trials begin." The first guardian dwelled in the glade of echoes. The path led Bella through a valley where every sound repeated. Not once, but 3 times. When she spoke, her voice returned to her like a chorus. The glade was filled with stones shaped like ears, all facing inward. In the center sat an owl as wide as a wagon wheel. "Wisdom is more than knowledge," the owl said. "To earn my blessing, answer this. What grows stronger the more it is shared, yet disappears when hoarded?" Bella thought. Nib chirped once in her ear, and Bella smiled. "Kindness," she said. The owl blinked slowly, then opened its wings. A gust of wind lifted Bella's hair, as a soft green light swirled from the owl and sank into the charm around her neck. "You have passed," said the owl. "Go now to the waterfall." The second guardian lived behind the Veilfall Cascade, a waterfall that flowed both up and down. Bella and Nib climbed slippery rocks and passed through a curtain of water that didn't to wet them at all. Inside was a cave, filled with glowing crystals and shimmering pools. In the center, a giant frog with a crown of moss sat on a throne of stone. "To earn my blessing," croaked the frog, "you must give something you treasure." Bella hesitated. She looked down at the flute hanging around her neck. It was the last gift her mother gave her before she passed away. She held it for a long moment, then stepped forward. "I offer my flute," she said, voice steady. "Music is joy, and I believe the forest needs joy more than I need this flute." The frog looked at her deeply, then gave a deep croak of approval. "True sacrifice is the root of renewal." A blue light swirled from its webbed hand and flowed into the charm. Bella and Nib continued, following the bird once more to the final guardian. An ancient tree taller than any tower, with a face in its bark and roots that stretched across the valley. It did not speak with words, but with thoughts. Like a dream in her mind, the tree showed her visions of a time when humans and forest creatures danced together, when the forest was open and alive. Then came images of axes, fire, and silence. The tree's voice filled her mind. "Will you promise to protect, even when others forget? Will you speak for those without voices?" "Yes," Bella whispered. "I will." The tree glowed with golden light, and the charm around Bella's neck pulsed with power. All three blessings were complete. Suddenly, the earth trembled. The roots of the tree lifted gently, revealing a hidden stairway. Bella followed it down into the earth, where a chamber pulsed with ancient energy. At its center was a crystal, shaped like a blooming flower, the heart of the forest. But it was dim, its petals closed. Bella stepped forward and placed her hand on it. The charm around her neck melted into light, flowing into the crystal. Slowly the petals opened. Light burst forth, golden and green, rushing through the roots, trees, and sky. Above, the enchanted forest bloomed to life. Flowers opened, fog lifted, animals emerged. The river ran clearer. The trees swayed in celebration. The silver bird soared into the sky, singing a melody that wrapped the forest in music. Bella emerged into the clearing as the deer waited once more. "You have done it," the guardian said. "The balance is restored, but only for now." Bella replied, "We must make sure it stays." She returned to Aralith, not with fanfare, but with purpose. She told her father the truth, showed him the leaf, spoke of the guardians. The king, moved by her bravery, declared the forest protected. Villagers were taught to grow and harvest in harmony. The kingdom shifted, and once a week, Princess Bella returned to the enchanted forest, where the silver bird would greet her. Nib would chatter with squirrels, and the forest would hum with gratitude. She knew now that true magic wasn't in spells or crowns. It was in listening, understanding, and choosing to care. And in the heart of the enchanted forest, under starlit trees and watchful owls, the name Bella became more than that of a princess. It became a promise.